Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Art of Communication, Surviving Shakespeare's Globe. Tonight, we invite you to explore not just the bard's brilliance, but how his timeless tales echo through the ways we communicate, then and now.
In this globe, words are weapons, bridges, and mirrors. We tell you 3 stories tonight, 3 kinds of communication. One powerful truth: the art of survival depends on the words we choose and the stories we believe.
In our first play, The Great Debate, Brutus versus Antony, we delve into public communication, how leaders sway hearts and minds, and how truth can be a casualty in the battle for influence.
So step into the globe where the past meets the present and Shakespeare's timeless lessons become our modern reflections.
Once, in the heart of Rome, a leader rose above all, Julius Caesar, the pride of this great city. But betrayal struck, his trusted allies turned against him, and he fell, their daggers ending his life.
Now, the city stands divided. Was Caesar's death an act of justice or treachery? Was he a threat to Rome or its greatest hope? This is no time for laments or speeches. Today, we embrace a new way: debate.
Moderating this crucial discourse is our very own Portia from Venice. Known for her wisdom and fairness, she will guide and moderate these arguments, seeking truth so Rome may find its answer.
Citizens of Rome, this is no ordinary gathering. We stand not in a court, but a forum of reason. I, Portia, who once pleaded for justice in Venice, am now here, not as a judge, but as a moderator charged to uphold fairness. Rome is divided, and rightly so. But let us rise above posturing and post-truth emotional sway, for this is a matter of thought, not sentiment. We should not let the heart rule what the mind must decide. Today, Brutus and Antony will present their truths. Each have delivered their very popular addresses in the past, but today they will both give their closing statements to clarify their arguments. Uninterrupted, should either break the rules, they shall be disbarred from this debate. Finally, the choice shall rest with you, the citizens of Rome. A referendum will decide whether Caesar's death was an act of justice or a tragic betrayal.
A pound of flesh! I still demand my pound of flesh!
You're at the wrong place, Shylock. This is the globe, not Venice. Please remain seated with the audience and do not interrupt these proceedings. Brutus, Antony, you are each being given the chance to defend your cause. Respect the forum, respect the process, and respect the people's right to choose. Brutus, the floor is yours.
Citizens of Rome, I return here with no theatrics, no grand displays of blood-soaked cloaks or paraded bodies. I return with reason, with truth, and with facts. Mark Antony stood here and claimed, I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. But did he not do exactly that? His speech, laced with emotion, was a classic example of post-truth manipulation. He conjured images of captives filling Rome's coffers and Caesar's weeping for the poor. Let us examine these claims. Yes, Caesar was a warrior. He brought captives to Rome and filled the coffers with their ransom. But does that absolve him of ambition? No! It was his insatiable ambition that drove him to conquer, to rule, to stake his claim as king. And what of his alleged empathy for the poor? Did tears really prove him unambitious? Antony spoke of Caesar's refusal of the crown. Yes, he refused it thrice, but each time more gently than the last. I tell you all citizens, I believe he refused it not from humility, but from a calculated desire to stir your applause. Citizens, I come to you with no spectacle, but with data. Yes, big data. Caesar was not fit to be crowned, and I have the evidence to prove it to you. You, yes you, my dear countrymen, are manipulated at every turn by politics, by algorithms, by elusive campaigns. Today, it may be Anthony stirring you. Tomorrow, it may be social media or other forces beyond your comprehension, wielding power over you through the web, the World Wide Web. You are puppets in the hands of this unseen power. But I care for Rome. I shall not let it fall into the hands of such an undeserving ruler. I stand for truth, for information, and I'm armed with facts. That's why I killed Caesar! Citizens, I know my fate is sealed. I know that I, who spoke truth today, will soon face death. Anthony's power grows, and you, swayed by his post-spectacle, may turn against me. But before my end, I implore you, open your eyes, open your minds, be informed. Data is king. Without data, you are just another person with an opinion. Data will talk to you if you're willing to listen. Oh, for Rome's sake, listen. For I have spoken.
Brutus speaks of data, cold and lifeless. He weaves a tapestry of numbers, algorithms, and what he calls reason. But I ask you, citizens, can social media, algorithms, and political spin capture the essence of a man? Brutus says Caesar was ambitious, that his deeds were calculated, his gifts a ploy. This is the basis of Brutus's claims. What about emotions then? Human emotions. Do we dismiss the tears to the poor as a fault? Do we call empathy a crime? Would you prefer a leader who calculates or one who feels your pain? Brutus says he loves Caesar, yet his dagger found Caesar's heart. If this is love, what would hatred look like? He claims he acted for Rome, yet his actions left Rome leaderless and in chaos. Is this the wisdom of a true patriot? Brutus calls me manipulative, a weaver of tales. He objects my bringing of Caesar's body before you. But I say, citizens, the body of Caesar spoke more truth than all arguments born of data and algorithms. Facts can be twisted, numbers can be spun to suit any argument. But look around you. Caesar's love wasn't data. It was felt by all. So, I leave it to you, the people of Rome and this great globe. Was Caesar a hero? Or was he a villain? Shall the good he did be remembered after him? Or shall it be interred with his bones and he be remembered only for ambition? This decision is yours to make, not mine nor Brutus's. You are the guardians of Rome's truth, its legacy. Speak now in referendum and let the will of the people decide.
Citizens of Rome, the time for words is done. This forum has borne witness to reason and rhetoric, to truths and passions laid bare before you. Now, the decision is yours to make. Cast your votes now, not with rage or fear, but with the wisdom and justice in your hearts. Let the will of the people guide Rome's future.
A pound of flesh! I still demand my pound of flesh!
If you mention pound even one more time, Shylock, I shall have you enrolled as a gladiator and thrown to the lions in the Colosseum.
Alas, the referendum is hung, an even split. Half cry hero and half shout villain.
A divided Rome? Citizens at odds? Perhaps the tally might go wary, or their backers miscounted. But do you know what this reminds me of, friend?
What pray tell?
A far river land, some years from now, where votes are cast by machines. Yet, still doubted. Counting error, they'll cry. Recount, they'll demand. Rome, it seems, is no stranger to election follies.
Citizens of Rome, the result is clear. Rome herself is divided. One half for Caesar, the other against. What shall come of this? Only time can tell.
What an outstanding performance. What a powerful display of eloquence and expression.
Absolutely, Ishanvi. They were phenomenal. Now get ready, because our grade 6 and grade 7 students are about to take us on a vibrant journey through the world of Spanish dance.
That's right. This dance is full of rich culture, with each style bringing its own unique energy. From expressive footwork to dramatic hand movements and powerful storytelling, it's an art form that really speaks to the heart.
These talented students have put in so much hard work to bring this art form to life, and through their movements, they'll share joy, emotion, and spirit that make the Spanish dance so captivating.
Let's give them a warm round of applause as they take the stage and bring us into the passionate world of Spanish dance.
I get back. Click, clack, clack.
Wow, what a mesmerizing performance. Our grade 6 dancers have truly brought Spanish dance to life with passion and grace. Let's give it up for them.
Indeed, the performance was truly captivating. I was mesmerized by the vibrant energy and atmosphere of the dance.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to be captivated by the art of hand dance.
Oh, hand dance? What is it exactly?
Hand dance is a hypnotic performance where movement speaks louder than words. This captivating display by our grades 7 to 9 students is all about synchronization, precision, and bold expression.
Every flick, wave, and strike must flow seamlessly, transforming simple gestures into a powerful visual story. Our performers bring emotions to life through big, dynamic movements, creating harmony between rhythm and motion.
So sit back, immerse yourself in the magic, and let their hands paint a story of unity and pure artistry.
Next, we bring you Romeo and Juliet, a message away. Here, love and loss are entangled in a modern twist of technology.
What if an encrypted message could rewrite the most tragic love story ever told?
Holy Franciscan Friar! Brother! Oh!
That voice sounds like Friar John. Welcome back from Mantua. What does Romeo say? Or if he wrote down his thoughts, give me his letter.
I went to find another poor friar from our order to accompany me. He was in this town, visiting the sick. I found him. But the town health officials, they suspected that we'd both been in a house where people were infected by the plague. They sealed us up and refused to let us out. So I couldn't go back to Mantua.
Who bear my letter then? To Romeo?
I couldn't send it. Here it is. I couldn't even get a messenger to send it because I was scared of getting infected.
Terrible fate by my brotherhood. That letter was not just a friendly greeting. It was full of important news. That it was never sent may result in great ruin. Now, I must go alone to the tomb. Within 3 hours, beautiful Juliet will wake up, and she will certainly curse me since Romeo has not received the latest news. But I will write to him again in Mantua and keep Juliet at my cell until Romeo arrives. That poor living corpse, all closed up in a dead man's tomb. But hold on. Holy moly, what is this shadow on the path?
All hail Macbeth! Hail the Thane of Glamis!
All hail Macbeth! Hail the Thane of Cawdor!
All hail Macbeth! That shalt be king hereafter!
Macbeth? Have you taken a wrong turn at the wrong play? This is Romeo and Juliet, not your Scottish horror story. Scoot, be gone. I have enough drama without you three adding riddles to the mix. Lives are at stake, not just monologues.
A pound of flesh! I still demand my pound of flesh!
Dear Mr. Shylock, this is not Venice, and Portia is also not here.
Nobody cares for your pound of flesh. I have an idea. Why don't you order it from Big Basket?
Remember your friend from India.
Sundar, now king in the land of technology.
He holds the key to end your plight. A device that shall cross barriers and deliver thy words in an instant.
Witches, hold your tongues and speak sense. Who is this Sundar you invoke? What is this magic? Tell me plainly. How may I resolve this crisis?
Seek the willows, friar.
A device held by the king of technology.
With one click, your troubles vanish.
So all hail Friar Lawrence and Sundar Pichai.
King of Tech? Willows? Just a click? These riddles make a fool of us all. But if Sundar holds the key, we must act swiftly.
I've heard of such marvels, Brother Lawrence. Devices that carry messages across the world faster than Mercury himself.
But Brother John, dost thou not see the peril? The Montagues are watched as hawks by the Capulets. Every signal, every word, they monitor all. Should we dare to send this message? Can you not see? The Capulets would intercept it before it reaches Romeo and Mantua.
Fear not, Brother Lawrence. The willows, the witches told me, are enchanted with full encryption. They're 100% hack-proof. Even the Capulet spies in their sorcery cannot break through their magic.
Then let us find this magic that Sundar yields with his willows. Romeo's life, Juliet's fate, now rest upon these wings of
The womb of death. You feasted on the most precious girl on earth. So now, I'm gonna force open your rotten jaws and cram more food into you. Ah, dear Juliet, why are you still so beautiful? I'll stay with you forever and never again leave this dark tomb. Here I'll remain
I'll remain here forever and escape the controls of bad fortune that has plagued my body. Eyes, see for the last time. Arms, make your last embrace. Come, bitter transport, come, you unpleasant guide, you desperate pilot. Crash this seasick and weary ship into the rocks. Here, to my love. Romeo, Juliet sleeps. Not dead? The potion feigned her death? She wakes in the tomb at dawn. Come to the Capulet Crest swiftly, where I shall guide thee both to freedom. Trust no one and tarry not. Delay brings ruin. Thine brother in faith, Friar Lawrence.
Wherefore art thou, Romeo?
Here, my love, alive as you are.
My love, Romeo, the night that held such sorrow now fades, and dawn awakens with the promise of joy. The stars, which once seemed cruel, now bless our path, guiding us to a life untouched by fear or strife.
A miracle indeed. Love triumphs over tragedy this day. You, Romeo, and Juliet shall leave Verona far from this Montague and Capulet feud.
To Silicon Valley, where love shall train the machines of tomorrow.
Let us leave behind the shadows of Verona and build a home where laughter shall never cease. For in your arms I have found my heaven, and with your love I am complete.
Each breath I take is sweeter with you near. Each moment a blessing we shall not waste. Together, my love, we will write a tale of both joy and courage. A legacy of our love eternal.
Yes, Romeo and Juliet, you shall teach artificial intelligence the language of love.
In the Valley of Willows, no Capulet nor Montague shall divide you.
Thus, in the age of love and technology, Romeo and Juliet found a new chapter.
A story once of woe became one of hope, where love, aided by modern magic, rewrote its ending. The modern technology could save them.
The pulse, it's more than just rhythm. It's the heartbeat of centuries of passion and defiance.
And yet, in my world, every step tells a story of love, of war, of gods and mortals. The gungroos at my feet don't just jingle, they speak.
My heels strike the earth like thunder. My hands carve the air with fire. Flamenco is rebellion, pain, and pride woven into movement.
And Kathak, it is grace and fury, devotion and drama, flowing as effortlessly as time itself.
Two worlds, two traditions, one language, dance.
Welcome to the mesmerizing world of Kathak and flamenco.
What an extraordinary performance. The fusion of Kathak's grace and flamenco's intensity created a powerful and emotional experience. Thank you, dancers, for taking us on this beautiful journey of cultural storytelling.
And now, get ready for something full of energy and excitement. Presenting a vibrant Western Africano performance by our talented students from the 7th to 9th grade.
This dance isn't just about steps. It's a celebration of joy, unity, and rhythm, inspired by dynamic Africana movements and beats. So welcome them with a big round of applause.
What an outstanding performance. Let's give them one more big round of applause. Today, we explore the expressive and ever-evolving world of contemporary dance, a form that defies tradition and embraces creativity. With its seamless fusion of strength and vulnerability, this dance is known for its fluid and swift movements, which blends elements of ballet, modern, and jazz, creating a style that is both powerful and free. Through this art form, we celebrate the beauty of self-expression and the endless possibilities of dance. Let the rhythm guide you and the movements speak as we step into a world where dance becomes emotion in motion.
Finally, we journey inward with Hamlet, the stories we tell ourselves.
It's not that hard.
It's about self-communication. The narratives we craft about who we are and who we want to be. Can Hamlet rewrite his story? Or will he remain trapped by his inner turmoil?
or not to be? That is the question. Is it nobler to suffer through all the terrible things fate throws at you? Or to fight off your troubles, and in doing so, end them completely? To die, to sleep, because who would bear all the trials and tribulations of time? The oppression of the powerful, the insults from arrogant men, the pangs, oh, the pangs of unrequited love. The slowness of justice, the disrespect of people in office, and the general abuse of good people by bad. When you could just settle all your debts using nothing more than an unsheathed dagger. To live or to die?
That is the question. Hold on, Hamlet. That is the question. But I can't help from wondering, aren't you asking the wrong one?
What manner of spectre are you? Maybe an intruder in my thoughts.
Think of me as a storyteller, Hamlet. I help people rethink the stories they tell themselves. And boy, do you have some stories you're telling.
Ha! Oh, for Titania's sake, Hamlet, stop moping. This isn't to hold or not to hold. So put me down and listen for once. You've got a visitor, my dear melancholic prince. Someone who's finally gonna help untangle this mess of a narrative. So, ladies and gentlemen, may I present the brilliant Emily Esfani Smith, TED speaker, journalist, and the author of The Power of Meaning. And she knows a thing or two about finding purpose and rewriting one's own story. Boring!
Thank you, Puck. You're quite the lively skull, aren't you?
And you got your work cut out with this one. He's been spinning the same tragic tale for 3 acts now.
My research on the search for meaning highlights the 4 pillars of a meaningful life. And the 4th pillar, storytelling. The stories you tell yourself about yourself. And Hamlet, I think it's time we rewrote yours. Let's break this down, shall we? You see yourself as a victim, a tragic figure weighed down by the injustices of fate. But what if you're more than that? A hero, an avenger, a philosopher even. The question is not just to be or not to be, but what story are you living, Hamlet?
But wait! Here's the beautiful Ophelia. Beauty, may you forgive all my sins in your prayers.
My good lord, how have you been doing these last few days?
Ah, Ophelia, what impeccable timing, my dear. Another tangled tale arrives to grace our stage. So pray, tell me, what brings you here? Mischief, mourning, or another chapter in this delightful tragedy?
Thank you, Puck. You've been so helpful. But I can take it from here.
What?
You may leave.
Leave?
Leave.
I can be back if you want.
My lord, I have some mementos of yours. I've been wanting to return to you for a while.
Please take them back.
This was sometime a paradox. But now, the time gives it proof. I did love you once.
Indeed, my lord. You made me believe so.
Well, you shouldn't have believed me then. No matter how hard we try to be virtuous, our natural sinfulness will always come out in the end. I didn't love you.
I fell for your trick. The unmatched beauty he had in the full bloom of his youth has been destroyed by madness. Oh, poor me. To have seen Hamlet as he was, and to see him this way,
And this, Ophelia, is the story you've accepted, isn't it? The loyal lover, the forsaken woman. But who told you that's who you really were? The stories you tell yourself define you. Hamlet, Ophelia, what if you both chose a new narrative? One where you're not trapped by madness or sorrow, but possibility and growth. And let's face it, Hamlet, your soliloquies are starting to sound like excerpts from a motivational podcast. Life, death, action, inaction, it's riveting. Sure. But is that really who you are, or just the role you've cast yourself to be in?
A pound of flesh! I still demand my pound of flesh!
These are the stories you're telling yourself. Where is the flesh, Shylock? Is this really who you are? Stop being man one, the economic man chasing after food and shelter. Aspire to be man two, the moral man, the man of ethics, value, and character.
Thank you, Emily.
And Hamlet, here's a thought. Maybe you're something entirely different. And Ophelia, you are not just a footnote in his story. You're a force of your own. I hope you got this, Hamlet. And if you don't, there's always therapy or an inspiring TED Talk. The choice is yours.
You can keep guessing what happened to Ophelia and Hamlet.
Were they saved by Emily? Or did they both commit themselves to years of therapy?
If Shakespeare were to write these plays in today's time, would these characters have survived?
Communication is evolving in the era of technology. How we communicate with each other is changing.
Even though the language of communication is changing, but what we communicate is still in our hands.
We hope tonight we were able to communicate our feelings to you with clarity and you enjoyed this evening.